MS Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Greg Zerline out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Darius Davis to return it. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard. That play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those types of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via the more conservative route home and backfire. You know, the defense, they'll look keys up front. They fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And boy, they missed before it could get back to the line.
And it's a nickel look from the Jets. 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you make a play in the open field, short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll get up near the 38-yard line before going down. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays I wish we had that little mic'd up, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a jump here. Herbert from the gun. That throw finds Justin. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage, certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that, being stopped short of the sticks.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. They snap it to Herbert. And someone steps in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rogers. Sideline shot snagged by Corley. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Rogers here off the play action. Conklin brings it in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. A pistol snap here, Rogers. Has some room to work. And that's a New York touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they kick off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So nice job getting that first score and taking early control of this game.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a straight effort defensively.
Here's Dobbins again on second down. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife coming right up. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They have it 3rd and 7. Herbert now, blitz coming. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
I think if you look at the in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form. He was all over in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. On 4th down, they snap it to Herbert. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance that too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot I want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Play fake, it's Rogers. Into the hands of Conklin. They get 18 yards out of it, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept. Sometimes it does, sometimes a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much better impact play, just like that.
The toss right side to Hall. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain. It's stuffed down at the 3. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result of the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a deep.
Touchdown, New York! Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
On the return, here comes Davis. And And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Wait, what's this? They fake the spike. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Rodgers. Escapes the pocket. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That's just a total team effort right there. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket, the others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane and really influenced that completion.
Off play action, Rodgers. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now he's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take possession of the football. Well, we both saw what he was doing, bro. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
That's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes a 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. And the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
To the air, on 1st down, Rodgers. Wilson's got it. And they make a stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for receivers, especially on a drag route. When he sees those numbers like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Rodgers here from the gun. That's caught. It's Brees Hall. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defensive goal. Okay, just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets looking to add to their advantage. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll throw again. Rodgers. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chargers will have a first.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. If you play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate you, and make a play just as that tight end.
Thank you, Indy.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Back to the air, Herbert. Doesn't have the hook up there, incomplete pass.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game.
That's the first down, and he's still going. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it brings up an LA first down. Now Herbert again. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Jets get it back after making their third first-half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with nowhere open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
On second and 10 now, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't honed the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness is still super welcome, no question, but they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They want to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game. He just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down, Rodgers. Forced out to his right. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
You know, that's a high degree of difficulty throw. Not a lot get tougher than that one. But now, fortunately, Kate, he aired it closer to the sideline, and it goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Tight end in motion left. Able to find Corley. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Here comes the final play of our first half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break. Again, Rodgers. He'll get this one to Adams. Gets it to the 15. They give to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First down throw by Rodgers. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they face second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw just too high for him. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Has it downfield toward the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Hall there to haul it in. He's got to gain a 6 there. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Translatable skills. That's what you call him. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner and depth to get in those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction in bursts. Get in the red zone defensively. You'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up for contact.
Rodgers here on the play action. He rolls to his right.
Oh my God.
The end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Catch is made in close. And in, touchdown New York. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers are going to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Herbert on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They really need some tough yards here on 2nd down. And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. Physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you can hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Big game downfield. And he flips the field for that before being taken down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field. Totally this drive.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Herbert to throw once more. On target to Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Simply put, Kate, that's a job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
Oh, good dot.
That's caught for the 1st.
Good dot.
In touchdown, Los Angeles.
Good dot.
The Chargers start the 2nd half with some needed points. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Finds his target hole. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never played any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down, or chances to make up for it.
Off play action, Rodgers. He's throwing deep to the left side. And someone steps in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out. Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You've got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
Talk to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play.
And they pick him off again. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets get him back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. The Jets have the football, and they are in great shape with a sizable lead. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll start this one out with Hall. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Here's Hall once more. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's third and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Buying some time left. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it and hit it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly, now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
A pistol snap here, Rodgers. He's on the move. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On return, here comes Davis. And he dives to end the return. Not sure I understand the thinking here. They're going to start very deep in their own half.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is the worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks with a really long field ahead.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. So second down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from the coaches read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
How hard it is to get an open look down the field. Can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Caught, nice game left side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets it.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked out by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets get it as he makes his third interception in this game.
I I think it's safe to say his days beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been making these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ballgame.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just pick it up a little bit before they stall him out.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Hall running between the tackles. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets started celebrating this win a while ago. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Play action with Rodgers. Escapes out to the left. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So that brings up 4th down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They send him in motion. 4th down, Rodgers. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Coming right is Hall. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. They go right back to Hall. He hits the sideline and an ill-fortunate run loses yardage.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting a good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buys time, rolling right. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Jets take their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they're not going to reach the sticks. They tried surprising them with a reverse, but the defense stops them well short. 4th down coming up.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. All right, one more snap to play here. They'll go for it, Rodgers. And this is into the end zone. thrown, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown and knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So the win goes to the Jets.
Well, partner, we know, we could see they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, hoping to pull the road victory off. We know they'll be so tough to win on the road, and there's some dejected faces as they leave this football field.